Alright, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the start of another brand new period. 4 periods have now gone by, and that means we are officially 1/3 of the way through the regular season. Now that 1/3 of the regular season is over, starting this period, every time somebody places in first or whatever the best rank is that hasn't clinched the playoffs yet, will clinch the playoffs. As you can see here, the leaderboards have been updated, and Roblox is still in first in the Premier League. However, they did lose to Roblox. They did lose to Fortnite, so that lead isn't as much anymore, but it's still a sufficient lead as they lead by 21 points. They have a pretty good hold on the Premier League right now, so even though they did lose that last period, I still think they might win it. Fish has now been dropped down to 5th, meaning they are now in the relegation spot. If they were finished in that position, if they finish the season in that position, they will go down to the Championship League next season. I'm guessing that's part of Fish's downfall, is now their view counts are not as much anymore. The Championship League has Blox Fruits out in front still, as neither Blox Fruits or Asphalt won last period. They both tied for first, meaning they both received 10 points. And as you can still see, Valorant, after 4 periods, has still failed to score at least 1 point. So it's going to be a little bit of a problem if you're a Valorant fan, because you're now 18 points behind. And if you're Deathball, you guys are no longer in that relegation spot due to power rankings rules. And that will send the strongest Battlegrounds down to 4th. So if you're a TSB fan, you guys are now in relegation zone. If you finish there, you're going down to League 1 and will become a night stream next season. And speaking of League 1, we got Bed Wars and Hypercards taking a bigger lead inside the promotion zone to get promoted up to the Championship League. If they both stay there, they will become a day stream and move up to the Championship League. And as for League 2, the finals is no longer in last. However, just because they're not in last doesn't mean they cannot be relegated. They would instead get sent to the relegation playoffs, which to the GA Cup winners is known as the promotion playoffs. But they will have to play a series of games to determine if they get relegated or not, against second, third, and fourth places in the GA Cup, depending on where they finish. As for Starlight Adventures, they are the new ones in that one spot that they don't want to be in, which will eventually just cause them to get relegated completely. Shrimp Game's still in the lead. They'll get promoted. However, their lead has been slightly cut. They have a 9-point lead over Karting League and a 6-point lead over Evade. It's a close one in League 2. As Karting League did move up a spot, especially after this period, because they have scored 12 points by getting all the points they need, because they blew up their, even though I didn't stream it, the previous video that I did, or the previous stream that I did, blew up from the last time I reviewed them, so they ended up winning League 2 this period. So yeah, because of their third period results, they went up a little bit more. And as for same cannot be said with Halo, though, as they are still in last in League 1. So yeah, that is basically the League 1, or that's basically the league. This is the power rankings. Fortnite is now the winners of the league for right now. After 4 periods, Fortnite now has jumped up 8 spots to claim number 1. And as you can see, we now have 4 games eliminated from playoff contention. After Stuttgart's 18th position finish, they have now officially been eliminated from playoff contention. There are now 16 games left alive to attempt to win the season. At the end of this period, we'll drop down to 15, but one of them will clinch the playoffs this period. Who knows who it would be? Remember, right here is the relegation promotion rules. So take a look at that. And here we have the season schedule. We got our timestamps. This period begins on a Friday, which is today, actually. So I would suggest and the last day for this period is going to be on Tuesday, going into the mornings of Wednesday. Hold on, that's a typo. Right here we got a typo. This is supposed to say Wednesday, but it doesn't. I don't know why. So yeah, no misleading content here.
Wednesday.
Yeah, you get to watch me edit stuff on video. That's nice.
Wednesday.
Yeah, I knew something was off
Thursday.
with that.
Thursday.
There. Last day of the period's on Wednesday. Period number 6 begins on Thursday next week. So, and this time we do have a Liverpool watch-along this time. And we actually get to do one this period. That's on Sunday, 11 a.m. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We have Liverpool Football Club taking on Crystal Palace, the champions of the FA Cup. So feel free to tune in, and I'll see you guys